Well, it's going on 5 o'clock on the same day, 8th of August. As promised, I said I'd show the next layer of paint removal on the doors that I'm stripping. Unfortunately, as I thought, this blue-gray here is very light. It's almost a stain rather than a paint. I suspect it's just your usual cheap French paint that is still on offer in all the shops, even now, 100 years later. But, so this beigey pink paint stain, what have you, that was on the door originally, this is not really visible. You can only get certain glimpses of it, like here and there, before you actually start scraping through to the original wood. But no matter, we did, like here's another glimpse of it here. At least we can see, what was on the doors originally when they built it, in the mid 1800s. So there you are. That is the next layer removed, sort of, kinda. I still have to remove all of this here to get down to the wood, so that I can start repainting it, put on a base coat, and then it's a regular painted coat, which will be a glossy or a semi-glossy white, something similar to this door here. Stephen is continuing on with his plastering work. He's now in the outside of the guest kitchen, repairing the plaster that has fallen off the outside wall.
Yeah, it'll take several coats.
Okay.
This will take ages to dry as well.
Okay. Well, that's no surprise, but if it stays sunny, maybe it'll be alright.
Yeah.
The outside walls take the most damage and brunt of the damp. And that's where we've had the most problems in terms of trying to preserve, or in this case, just replace old plaster walls that have started to crumble with the damp, which is a big problem in almost all of France, but particularly in this section of France, it seems.
Yeah, you have to really wet the walls first, otherwise it just soaks the water out of the plaster, and then it just doesn't go on properly. So you have to really soak the walls, and then it'll go on and spread quite well. So that will do, I think.
So it won't absorb as much of the plaster, and it'll adhere better? The new plaster you put on?
Anyway, it's just easier to put on, otherwise it sucks the water out of the plaster before you've had a chance to spread it, and it just crumbles off.
So you wouldn't be able to smooth it as well?
No.
Right.
You have to wet the walls
so
that they don't suck the moisture out of the plaster, and then you
these
can put it
ridges
on
here,
and then you push it. Which ridges?
Well, the ridges with the
Yes,
trowel.
Yeah, that's all right. There's another layer to go over the top of this.
And there.
Because it's still, if you look here, it's still like
I see.
shy of the proper level, especially around there.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely.
And down the
there.
far end, there's more.
Yeah.
So
you'll put on another layer, and then that'll be more smooth.
Yeah.
Right, and then we paint over that.
This layer is really just to stop all the sand crumbling out. It was just sand.
Definitely. Rightio. So, this is Sunday.
And then, right, I'll fill a few holes, unscrew a few screws around there, fill those in.
Yeah.
And,
okay.
And I could even mix some more and start slopping it around the doorway there.
Yes.
Actually, I'm thinking we should varnish the doorway first. Okay?
Varnish it first.
Varnish the doorway, yes.
Okay. Well, I can do that. Yeah. Okay. Fine. This is the new doorway that we had put through to to carry on through the this is the chai, which is French for wine storage, above ground, and this is where we're going to have the main kitchen, if you will, our kitchen, installed here. And so we had to have a doorway put through to give us access to that, because the original doorway was on the other side of the wall, on the other side of this staircase here. And then also we had another, we can't see it with the iPhone video, but we had another doorway put through to a future bathroom, which, and the idea is that there will be a bedroom installed above, which we think was actually probably the servants' bedroom at some point in time. And that will be our future bedroom when we get that completed. And before I can actually begin tiling and painting the guest kitchen, which is fully functional now, as you can see.
We haven't tested the dishwasher yet, have we?
Yes, I did. It was fine.
You did? Oh, I haven't seen it. I want to use our smeg, so I can shout smeg, smeg, smeg.
Smeg, 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 smeg. Okay, that has nothing to do with the Lord of the Rings, does it?
No.
Anyway, Stephen needs to do a bit of plastering in here so that I can paint, and then as well as tile. We did bring over tiles. It turned out it was much cheaper. We bought all the tiles, as you can see here, and still in their boxes, back over from Britain. And we're just waiting for the last bits of wall restoration before we begin that job. But the kitchen is at least functional, which brings me to the end of this video, because I need to now roast a pork for Sunday roast. Off I go.